Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I did a video, so I figured I'd get a new one up for you. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little hike on one of my favorite trails. You see the sign right there, it's Honker Lake Trail at in between the lakes. Gone ahead and got a GoPro now, so I don't have to use my old big camera, which is a big pain. And hopefully this is a decent little hike. Done it a few times, it's about a 5-mile loop. It's nice, so hopefully you enjoy it. I've done this hike quite a few times, different times of the year. It does tend to get a little wet and flooded at times. Shouldn't be anything like that now because we haven't had any rain in quite a while. It's been dry, hot. It's close to 90 degrees right now. Hopefully there's not too many people on the trail. There's probably going to be a few though. Just been tired of sitting at home and not being able to get out, and figured I needed to give you all something. I'm going to try to do some kind of little adventure thing each weekend, even if it's not camping or bushcraft. At least it'll be outdoor stuff. There's a lot of really nice mountain bike trails out here, so maybe I'll be able to get some mountain biking videos. You can see it's just kind of a lot of woods. It's a very common used trail. It does have a lot of snakes, so I got to keep an eye out for those. I've seen both copperheads and cottonmouths on this trail before. Usually that's when you get down by the lake. Hoping the bugs don't get too bad, but we'll see how they are. I've got my bug spray and got some sunblock and stuff like that if I need it. With all the craziness that's been going on, I haven't been able to camp until just recently. They opened it back up, but I just haven't had time, or it's been thunderstorming every weekend. Can't go during the week because, well, I work. Now it's just ungodly hot. And obviously I'm not going to record this entire hike because in the video it'd probably be like 2 hours long. But I wanted to at least see the beginning and the first little bridge here. And then I'll come back in different spots where it's really nice. The rest was just, you know, woods. Pretty much the same. Here's the first little bridge. Water level's pretty high. I've hiked it before where it was actually up to the bridge. So it's not that bad now. There's just a little feeder for the lake. Pretty dirty looking. But anyway, I'll cut back in when I find something else. I figure I'll show you there's another little bridge coming up here. Scenery is a little bit different through this area. It's not so much the thick dry woods. You can see it's kind of wet and sloggy off the edges, so I just try to avoid that. Didn't actually expect it to be high like this. But yeah, kind of funky looking. Just another little inlet or outlet for the lake, I don't know which. I actually passed a few people. And then we go back into the woods. There was one little peak at the corner of the lake. I thought about showing it, but can't really see much from where it's at. Trees are all bloomed up pretty good and whatnot, so it's hard to see it. My original plan today was I was going to go explore for a new camping spot, but then I decided I wanted to share one of my favorite trails with everybody. I will make some exploratory ones, where I just kind of go explore places I haven't been. But for now, hopefully you can appreciate this place. I don't know if it's noticeable in the video or not, but I tend to walk and hike pretty quickly. I don't walk all slow and meandering. Definitely thankful for all the shade right now. Eventually this comes out and it'll be straight open sun for a little ways. That's going to be a little warm. But that's okay because it's on the lake and it's really pretty. Well, I'll bring you back when we get near the lake so you can see what that looks like. Well, thought I was a little closer to the lake than I apparently am. So I've just been going and going and going just like this for a little bit. Still very similar scenery. And lots of woods. It's a very well-groomed trail, so that's no problem. There's a few soft, damp spots, but not really muddy. And some roots here and there, but it's not a hard trail. Not even slightly. The distance is, I would say, kind of an average distance at 5 miles. It's not too bad if you actually hike. For somebody that doesn't hike, it might be a little tough. And this will be, I don't know, 5th or 6th time I've done this trail. It's tiring, especially with a pack on. I'm carrying probably, I'd say 10 to 15 pounds on my pack right now because I've got water and my camera stuff and, you know, just general stuff like that. I had originally brought along a couple things if I wanted to do any little bushcraft projects today. So we'll see. I might this afternoon. But I'm not going to along this trail because it's just kind of a day use trail with lots of people. But if I go somewhere, you know, off the beaten path into the woods a bit, out there I might go ahead and, I don't know, do a little something. Nothing crazy. Like I said, it is pretty hot. And I do have a lot of other stuff I got to get done today when I take off from here. Depending on how I feel, I may do a second video along with this one that I'll put up next time. There's another trail close to here that goes around Hematite Lake. Last time I did that trail, you can only do half of it. On the far end of the lake, there's a boardwalk that crosses over the end of the lake. But a couple of years ago, big storms took that out. So when I did that hike in, I think it was December of 18, you couldn't even go that far. You'd get down to that end and it says trail closed. And so it was maybe like 3/4 of a mile to that point. And then you just had to turn around. I mean, you could follow the kind of, I don't know what to call them, forestry trails, I guess, that the park people use for management, because that just went kind of back off in the woods. But I wasn't really prepared to just go exploring that day, so I didn't have anything with me, and I wasn't about to just go all willy-nilly through the woods with no gear, because who knows what you're going to run into down there. Not likely anything, but never know. Plus, if I did something like that, I'd want to bring some stuff so I could, make lunch and whatnot, and I didn't have anything like that day. It was near the end of the day. I just wanted to get out and do something. So I went for a hike for a little bit. But it's a really pretty lake over there too, so I may go check it out. Depends on how I'm feeling after this one. I haven't hiked in, that's been months. Other than just doing walks around my neighborhood, which I do 2 to 3, sometimes 4 miles doing that. Or taking out my mountain bike, and that's anywhere from 5 to 10 miles. But that's when I'm on the road. I did take it down some trails near home a couple weeks ago. And needless to say, I'm really out of practice on a mountain bike. And I hit some blue trails, and they were a bit tough. There's 10 or 15 times you cross back and forth across the creek. It's pretty cool. I don't know what kind of video it'd make, because once again, I'm not exactly a skilled rider. But I'll try to get one of the Canal Loop Trail. You go do the half, which is 5 miles, or the full thing, which is about 10. And hopefully that'll make a decent video. But, I'd like to know people's thoughts, what they think about this type of video. It's sort of vloggy, I guess. Never really know what to talk about on these, other than, what the scenery is. You can kind of see the lake peeking through right there. Lots and lots of lily pads on it. But it opens up a lot once you get down to it. Come out to a little day use area. I don't know how much I'll record down there. It depends on how many people are down there, because lots of people don't want to be on video. And I'm not going to invade people's privacy. I mean, I wouldn't care. I just love all the old deadfall areas. It's pretty cool. It's part of the reason I want to go explore and see if I can find a spot kind of like that to camp. There are actually some campsites that look like that, but they're off of one of the major backpacking trails, and there's a lot of people that camp around there. I don't want to be camped around a bunch of people. It makes it harder to do videos, because once again, people don't necessarily want to be on video, and I totally respect that. I don't care. I'll be on video all the time. I mean, here I am, just being me. Oh, looks like we're about to have the open up to the lake. So I'll kind of give it to you as a reveal here as I walk out. It's pretty cool. And here it comes. Here's the view you walk out into. Like I said, this is a day use area, so that's why it comes out on this little gravel road. You can drive down to it. I'm kind of surprised I don't see any people. Most times I've done this, I've seen people down here swimming and just kind of hanging out, but I don't see anybody today. Figure it's a perfect day. It's Saturday, it's sunny. It's not too humid. Definitely warm. hopefully this video does us justice. Learned how to do some post editing and whatnot, so should be able to try to get the light and colors as close to what you actually see. And also, this is, like I said, it's on a GoPro instead of my 15-year-old digital camera, which works okay, but it's definitely not great. Eventually I'll splurge and get a new one. Just I can't spend the $700 to $1,000 to get some big camera set up for, I want to call it a hobby at this point. Yeah, if you like videos like this, give me some comments. Subscribing's always good, liking's good, sharing. I'll have lots of different kinds of videos. Everything from, I did my other gear video. I did the one camping video. It was, I've watched it back and it's not the most exciting. I'm not some big personality or it's real entertaining or anything. I'll try to work on that. This is a lot more overgrown than it was last time I was here. Usually you can just see it's all these rocks down the edges. I gotta keep my eyes open for any snakes. Last time I was out here, I saw a copperhead swimming through the water fishing. Kind of cool to catch one of those again, as long as it's, off in the water, not under my feet. But I'll just stop and give you a little view. This is Honker Lake. People fish out in it all the time. And it's actually got two sides. Over that way actually goes into Lake Barkley. And back over here, the trail is actually all around that side. There's all the heavy lily pads that you could see when I was shining through the trees. But it's a little toasty out here in the direct sun. Anyway, you can see this is kind of a natural dam that they've put in. But that group of trees up there, you get up on top of a hill. I'll show you what that looks like when I get up there.